ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, שהכל נהיה בדברו. In one opportunity, my teacher, Rabbi Soloveitchik, made a difference between the role of the Rav and the Rebbe. What is the Rav? The Rav is the teacher, the rabbi. The Rebbe is the leader of a Hasidic sect. What is the difference between the two? Well, the Rav appeals to the intellect, to the mind. He teaches. He gives you information. He wants you to know what the law is. What is his platform? His platform is the schoolroom. His platform is the synagogue, the sermon, the different classes that take place in a synagogue where the rabbi tries to transmit what is the law of Jewish tradition, Jewish culture, to the members of his synagogue, to his disciples. The Rebbe, on the other hand, he doesn't appeal so much to your mind. He appeals to your sentiments. He appeals to your heart. He is interested in not what you know. He wants to know how you feel. What is your relationship with other people? What is your relationship with yourself? The Rav wants to know, are you aware of what Moses taught us in Mount Sinai? The laws, the mitzvot. The Rebbe is interested in something else. Ve'ahavta l'reacha kamocha. Do you love your neighbor as much as you love yourself? Are you comfortable with yourself? Are you a good husband? Are you good-hearted? But he's not interested so much in the intellect. Well, according to our tradition, maybe Moses represented the Rav, the teacher. He transmitted all the mitzvot that God taught him. He transmitted to the Jewish people. On the other hand, Aaron was closer to the people. He wasn't that much of a teacher, but he identified with the needs of the people. When our ancestors thought that Moses wouldn't return, they built a golden calf in the desert. Who helped them with the golden calf? It was Aaron. Had Aaron deviated from the idea of one God? Heaven forbid. But Aaron thought that at the moment maybe he had to give in to the people because otherwise the consequences would be much worse. Aaron identified with the sentiments of the people, while Moses, no. Moses thought what is right, what is wrong is wrong. According to some, in the beginning of creation, the first man actually decided on items whether they're true or false, not whether he liked them or not. It was only after he ate of the fruit of the forbidden tree that he appreciated that there is good, there is better, and so on. So maybe Moshe represents one of the attributes of God, which is midat hadin, the attribute of absolute justice, while Aaron represents the attribute of midat harachamim, the attribute of compassion. He identifies with the sinner because he knows he's flesh and bone, that he has certain shortcomings, that he cannot live up to what is asked of him at all times. Well, what is more important? To appeal to the mind or to appeal to the heart? Well, maybe what we need really is a Rav dash Rebbe. We need both things. We need information and we also need sentiment. We need knowledge, but we also need compassion. We need a combination of both things so that the ideal figure in Jewish tradition should really be a rabbi who is also very compassionate. I don't mean to say that rabbis are not compassionate and that rebbes don't appeal to the intellect. This is done only in order to define certain things. But most rebbes, if not all rebbes, are also very well versed in Torah. And most rabbis are also very compassionate. So please try to look for somebody that has a symbiosis, a combination of both. Heart and mind, that is the best.